I'm Jess Fischel, one of the co-owners of Critical Threat Comics. I'm here with Jeremy, the other co-owner, my partner in crime, and we're here to talk to you today about The Walking Dead. Especially because the show should have just wrapped up its mid-season finale this past weekend, and well, what are you guys gonna do while you're waiting for the next half of the season? How about comics?
Watch Jessica Jones. Oh, no.
That too. It's also really good. We're on episode 9, 8 or 9, and it's good. Anyway, tangent. Yes, Jessica Jones is also good, but Walking Dead. Back to Walking Dead. So, The Walking Dead, as you might know, started out as a comic about 10, 11 years ago, something like that.
Something like that. They're in issue 140 something, 150 something.
Yeah, it's been going for a while.
Off of my head, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's an excellent different experience from the TV show because it's almost like a alternate timeline, I guess. So things don't happen in the same order. Things don't happen the same way to the same people. It's definitely a different experience than the TV show. So it's definitely worth a read for sure.
Yeah, it's way different. To be honest, I don't really watch the TV show. I've seen maybe 10 episodes, part of season 1, and then like half of an episode here and there whenever it's on and he's watching it. But I don't really like the TV show because it's too much for me. But the comic itself, I love the comic, and I did not expect to love a horror comic because I don't do well with gruesome sorts of storylines, but for some reason, it started with Walking Dead. I really like horror in comics. It fits the format for me, and I don't know, it's easier to digest, I guess, and to take it at my own pace. But the comics are really, really good.
Well, it probably helps that they're in black and white. I know that's going to turn a few people off, but I think it makes it more, I don't want to say authentic, but more of an experience. You get to imagine more of what's going on than just see all the blood and gore all over the place. So it is a different experience. The writing is excellent, although Kirkman's really weird with his sound effects, but that's Kirkman for you. So
we love you, buddy.
Yeah, it's excellent though. It's well worth the read, and I will warn you, it's a lot more intense in certain parts.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
So you gotta Lori, everybody knows she dies in the show, but she dies in a different way in the comics, and it's I think worse. But
same thing with Glenn. His death was very, very different.
Yeah, very different.
And I think maybe because the comic form is more static, again, you can take it at your own pace.
Right.
It can be even more gruesome, more psychological than the TV show, because the TV show you see it happen and it's terrible, but in the comics you can ratchet it up a few notches because I don't know how to explain it. I keep thinking of the way a particular storyline that I will not spoil, but I remember reading it in the comic, and that was probably the most horrific panel I had ever seen in my entire life.
Recent or
no.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, you know which one I'm talking about.
We're trying not to spoil anything for you guys.
Yeah. It's very difficult.
It's very hard to do without, just being very vague. So, that time that thing happened to the guy was pretty bad.
See? He knows.
Yeah.
He knows what I'm talking about.
Anyway, we would very much encourage you to read the comics because they're very different. It's a different experience, and it's well worth it in its own right. So
I've actually heard that even some of the characters are characterized very differently in the comics versus the TV show.
Yes,
for instance, I can't remember her name right now, but she's a sniper in the comic.
Oh, Andrea.
So Andrea is played off as kind of annoying and not all that fantastic character in the TV show. In the comic, she's a badass.
Yeah.
She is.
Well, they did portray that a little bit in the TV show, but she kind of failed at it, so it didn't quite work out as well. So, but no, she's a different character for sure, and so is Maggie. Maggie's much stronger in the comics than she is in the TV show, which sounds weird because she's very strong in the TV show as well. But in the comics, she's very no holds barred and very ruthless. So it's definitely worth reading. I'm just going to keep saying that because it is. It's worth it.
Yeah. So if you've just wrapped up with the Walking Dead TV show and you want to take a dive into the comics, we have a lot of the collected volumes here in the shop. We're going to try to keep at least one of each volume, each part of the story in stock throughout the holiday season. So come down and, well, yeah, we're going to have to try to have at least one of each on the shelf for the whole holiday season. You can pick them up. We might even be able to run some sales on them.
Bulk discounts, things
yeah,
like that.
bulk discounts. Get them all, and we'll give you a sweet discount because it's a really good book, and I want more people to read it.
If Uncle Jim is annoying you at Thanksgiving or Christmas, you can just go to your room and read a bunch of them.
Yeah, you can have a stack of Walking Dead comics about that high.
Yep. But I don't have anything else to say. What do you got?
Nope, that was it for me. So come on down, Crickle Sweat Comics, and read The Walking Dead.